A dude. A chuta. Oh, I think I remember this. Yes, I think I remember this. Alright, time to put these Ace Attorney skills to use. Okay. They were in the field together when the clouds broke. Dude was shot in the back with a blaster rifle. Rickard Lusov carrying a hunting laser. Anything else I should know? Handon was holding his side and Rickard was favoring one of his legs. Interesting. That's right, Spider-Shan. Ace Attorney, Jedi Justice. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. Let us cross-examine our witnesses here.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusov. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here. Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't.
Already this dude's lying.
Because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it.
Already he's lying. He's talking about the sun was in his eyes when it was a cloudy day.
So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
First guy I'm talking to lies to me. Alright, let's talk to these other ones. Who's the droid?
You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Sure haven't. Should I lie to him? No.
I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, when all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man, Calder, lying on the ground, dead. And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong.
Rocks south of the river, we'll have to remember that.
The enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please.
Okay, so hang on. He was saying that he wrote in. I don't want to leave yet. Okay. He was saying he came in on the bridge, saw him skulking from the rocks south of the river. Okay. I was just making sure I have things spatially. I'm trying to catch people in a lie. Already this dude was lying. Who's the droid? Information droid.
You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help him with. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by if you have any need of my. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Caldernetic. Is there any?
I mean, yeah. What about the body?
My analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
Okay.
These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign.
So 3 hours ago, we'll have to remember that.
But can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on Seth.
Okay, we don't really care about the calf hounds too much. Although the dude was, maybe we do because that guy had a hunting rifle, so maybe he's gonna talk about like, hey, I was hunting or something like that.
Very well. Is there
Was
any
that it?
other-
Because I thought we could have asked him. He said that he had info on the dudes. Why can't I ask him about the dudes? Okay. All right. I certainly will have more information later, but for now, we have talked to all of them. So we are going to tell Baluk about the lie. Rickard is definitely the one lying. Rickard is the one that told me the sun was in his eyes when it was a cloudy day. Yep. You gotta catch little lies like that. That's what Ace Attorney taught me. Catch the little lies, and then the rest of the lies start to unravel. If you just tug a string, if you just tug that tiny little lie thread, the rest of it comes apart. Now we need a motive. Talk to the men about their relationship to the victim. Well...
So, what do you... Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife. So, I told you already, didn't I? Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. Now I don't have... So...
Why would somebody want to kill him?
Always seeing some... Can't you see that it must have been... I don't know why this is causing...
Alright, that's all for now. Okay, so we know that... Oh, let's ask about that.
Kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body.
Alright, so... Business partners. He's known the guy for a long time. Didn't like him. So let's keep that in the back of our mind. The sprain is suspicious, but no reason to get hung up on that yet, because it's not really, unless we're trying to implicate a struggle, there's no real reason to get hyper-focused on the sprain. I think the game is wanting me to try to chase that down, and I don't know that there's a lot there. But the relationship, that's good to cross-check.
How can I be of further assistance?
Now, how does this guy know him?
I know him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a...
This dude doesn't really know him, according to him.
Family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him. I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. How can I...
Why would someone want to kill him?
Well, you see...
Some pretty sordid business, more often than not.
Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut.
A hut on Dantooine?
Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes. Certainly nothing. How can I... Injured? No, of course not.
It's interesting that, It's interesting that both of them are like somewhat injured. Again, there's like a bit of a weird like struggle implication here. Alright.
Is there any other...
Let's ask about Calder and Rickard.
According to the municipal authorities near the Grana spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. JEDI Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need?
Okay, so cheated him in a business deal, so far, nothing out of the ordinary based on what Rickard was saying.
The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettick and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need?
Okay, so he's asking... Hang on.
The Southwood Speeder rental business has
Over the past several weeks.
Several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettick and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need?
Okay. He's saying he didn't know the guy. The droid says that there's records of them getting speeders together over the past several weeks.
Very well.
So let's press that.
How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in given the opportunity, but I would not kill him. My wife was cheating on me with him.
Oh ho ho.
I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands.
The plot thickens, y'all.
Trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. Of course.
Alright, let's report that to him, to Boluk, or whatever his name is. Okay, why can't I move? Alright. Just a little bit of that old 2003 jank from time to time. Okay. Handon was lying there. He knew his wife was cheating on him. The murder weapon. Alright. Let's question him first about the blaster.
So, what do you want?
You thought Calder was cheating you.
That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had
Ichani
a
weaponry.
really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had. That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Right.
Someone else's blaster, huh?
How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous cath hounds around.
So
Even
the dude
Imperius can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
Okay. So let's get this straight. The dude...
Of course.
The dude was cheating on... This dude's wife was cheating on him with the dead guy. And the dead guy also had, according to him, stolen his blaster. Not really looking great.
Is there any other...
Is there a report of the blaster being
I'm
stolen?
sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need?
Okay, so there's no...
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
Alright, so there's... Alright, so the dude's lying about it even being stolen. He brought the blaster, probably shot the dude with it, and planted it at the scene. Because he didn't even report it stolen, like you said. The blaster is Handon's, but he lied about it being stolen. Alright, we got a blood sample. Said the droid knows about it, I guess.
Information you need? I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to KOTOR. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
So...
I will be here to assist you. Is there any other
No,
information
whoops, didn't
you
mean to
need?
talk to you again.
Very well. I will be here to assist you.
So there's blood. There's a blood sample, but not Calder's. Let me ask you about their injuries again, because they're both injured.
Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious.
Okay.
Right.
He sprained his ankle, so he's not bleeding.
How can I be of further assistance? Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Of course.
So it's not... I mean, process of elimination, if it isn't Calder's blood, and if it isn't his blood, then it's got to be this guy's blood. He isn't currently holding his side, and I don't see any, like, blood on him or anything like that. But he said that the detective guy said that he was holding his side when he arrived at the scene. So, well, let me examine the body, actually. Okay, no.
Yes, what's on your mind?
That's what I wanted to do.
You got it.
Didn't belong to the victim. We're probably going to have to go with Handon, because again, Rickard isn't bleeding, he just sprained his ankle.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, some sort of blaster wound to his side, eh? No, they're definitely not. Yeah, I think that probably is. He's probably right.
I can leave now, then?
Stay out of trouble from now on, kid.
What? No! No. If I'm going, I'm not going alone. You don't know what you've done. Look, I came out here, I admit, to kill Calder, but so did Rickard. He must have thought it was Calder when he shot and hit me. So I'm going to prison, but I shouldn't be going alone. Did you idiots have to let the slime ball go?
Wait, what? Yeah, we knew he was cheating Rickard.
Yes, you tentacle-headed... I came out here and killed Calder, but Rickard was here to do that too, and he shot me.
It doesn't
by
matter.
mistake.
Well, alright. That's a little... whatever. I mean, we're not... Are we arresting a dude for an accident now? We were trying to find the murderer, folks. And we found the murderer. Alright?
I needed time alone to explore the turmoil of my own spirit. Only then was I ready to follow a guide. You. Back to the light. When I left, Quattro knew her work with me was done. There are other disciples who need training throughout the galaxy, and she could not stay to see if I passed this most difficult trial. With your help, I have passed this difficult trial. The Council now feels I am ready to continue with my training, though they have asked me to wait here for the time being.
Hey, I'm glad to see you're not getting hung up on all this. The past is the past.
I hope everybody else is enjoying this as much as I am. This person who's just trying to live their life.
I do not know what the Council has in store for me.
We're all like having like a deep conversation, and she just so desperately wants to walk between us. Excuse me. I just kind of want to stand here. This poor lady. What's her name? Belaya? Sorry, Belaya. You been cheesed. Alright. Let's go to the council.